Hi there. Learning English doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes one simple story is enough to help you improve. So today, let me tell you an easy and interesting story you can understand. My First Day at Work. Easy English Story. My name is Alex, and this is the story of my first day at work. I was very excited, but I was also a little nervous. The night before, I went to bed early because I wanted to feel fresh and ready in the morning. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. I took a quick shower, brushed my teeth, and got dressed. I chose simple clothes because I wanted to look clean and professional. After that, I ate a small breakfast, just some toast and coffee, because I didn't want to feel too full. When I was ready, I checked the time again and again. I didn't want to be late on my first day. I left my home early and walked to the bus stop. The bus arrived in a few minutes, and I sat near the window. During the ride, I thought about my new job. I wondered what my coworkers would be like. I wondered if my boss was kind or if the job would be difficult. But I told myself, relax. Everything will be okay. Just do your best. When I arrived at the office, I took a deep breath and walked inside. The building was bright and modern. A woman at the reception smiled at me and said, "Good morning. How can I help you?" I told her my name and explained that it was my first day. She gave me a visitor badge and showed me the way to the elevator. When I reached the 5th floor, a man was waiting for me. He introduced himself. "Hi, I'm Mark. I'm your team leader." His voice was friendly, and that made me feel much more relaxed. Mark gave me a short tour of the office. He showed me the kitchen, the meeting rooms, the bathrooms, and finally, my desk. The desk looked simple but comfortable. There was a computer, a notebook, and a small plant. I liked the plant. It made the place feel warm. After that, Mark introduced me to the team. Everyone smiled and said, "Hello." They all looked busy, but they were kind and welcoming. One coworker even offered me a cup of coffee, which was very nice. Then it was time to start working. Mark explained my tasks slowly and clearly. He told me what I needed to do in the morning and what I needed to finish before the end of the day. I listened carefully and took notes. At first, I was a little confused because everything was new. The computer system was new. The tasks were new. Even the office rules were new. But I tried not to stress. I reminded myself that everyone is new at some point. I started working on my first task. It took longer than I expected, but I wanted to do it correctly. I checked my work twice before I showed it to Mark. He looked at it, smiled, and said, "Good job. You're doing great." His words made me feel proud and motivated. During lunch, I sat with two coworkers. We talked about our hobbies, our favorite movies, and where we live. They were very friendly, and I felt like I was part of the team. The rest of the day went by quickly. I finished my tasks, helped a coworker, and learned a few new things. I felt tired, but it was a good kind of tired, the kind you feel when you learn something new. When the workday ended, I said goodbye to everyone and left the office. As I walked to the bus stop, I smiled to myself. My first day at work was not perfect, but it was a successful start. I learned a lot, I met new people, and I took the first step into a new part of my life. And that is the story of my first day at work.
Exercise. Choose the correct word to complete each sentence. I woke up early and went to the bus stop to catch my bus. When I arrived at the office, the woman at the reception said, "Good morning." Mark showed me my new desk, where I had a computer and a small plant. I felt a little confused because everything in the office was new to me. During lunch, my coworkers talked about their hobbies and favorite movies.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for more easy English lessons.